College students always surprise me with the things that come out of their mouths, but then at the same time, I'm not surprised by the things that come out of their mouths. And Charlie Kirk points out exactly how stupid it is what they say really is. But as I usually say, I'm not going to talk anymore, so let us get into the video.
I want your take on immigration. What do you feel about illegal immigration? Border hopping, border patrol. What do you take on that? Do you believe? I mean, obviously, I know like somewhat what
it shouldn't be a mystery, my beliefs,
obviously.
but
I want to like hear it from you first.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in this country illegally, you should be deported.
Okay.
And we should also restrict the amount of legal immigrants coming into this country as well.
Okay.
But the illegal problem is a much bigger problem right now. It's a full-out invasion. We have 15,000 people a day marching into our country. We don't know who they are. Terrorist watch lists. They're killing people every day. Laken Riley, another 16-year-old in Texas, was just murdered over the weekend by an illegal.
So you believe that everyone, no matter what you've done, deserves to get deported if they're illegal? What if they just do nothing and contribute to society? You can contribute to society.
Well, they didn't do. Hold on. They didn't do nothing. They broke into our home.
Okay.
As I said, the things that these people say always surprise me, but then at the same time, they don't surprise me. He starts off with a false premise of saying that they didn't do anything wrong. Yes, they did. They came in illegally. That's the thing that they did wrong. How they don't see that is beyond me. You commit a crime, you have to face the punishment for the crime you commit, even if you, as a college student, don't think what they did was wrong. If you believe the law of speeding is not a good law, it doesn't matter what you think. They still broke the law. And for them not to see that is not surprising to me because they always come up with stupid things.
Well, like,
so if you break into somebody's home, you should be able to get kicked out of the home. So they know what they did. They trespassed. They domiciled themselves illegally. If that continues, go back to your country of origin and go be a dreamer in Nicaragua.
But a lot of times it's because of U.S.'s imperialistic past is what caused many of these nations to... Oh, can you hear me?
U.S. imperialism in the past?
Yeah, a lot of these countries have been devastated by...
Okay, so there's over 120 different countries that are coming across the border. Uzbekistan, you know, over 155,000 people from China have come across the border this year?
Okay.
From China. That's not like U.S. imperialism in Honduras. So they should be kicked out and deported. And it doesn't matter, U.S. imperial, I'm going to roll my eyes at the whole thing. You still broke the law. You came into our country illegally. We have laws and customs. You came here, you knew you were breaking the law, and you should be sent back to your country of origin. Any decent country would do that.
So you're taking a subset of Chinese citizens, or Chinese people from China, and saying, grouping them with everyone else, and because
I think Hondurans, Mexicans, Nicaraguans, El Salvadorians, Panamanians, Venezuelans, Chileans, they should all go home.
Oh, really?
If they're here illegally, yes.
But like I said before, these people have been devastated by in the past. These countries are poor.
I don't care. Like, go fix your own country. How did we screw up El Salvador?
As per usual, when they can't answer a question, all they do is laugh and scoff at the question being asked to them because he doesn't have an answer to the question being asked. All they do is just throw out things in the ether and hope one of the things that they throw out will stick, and it's just all lies. And even to his point that these countries have faced imperialism from the USA, which is just his speculation. If that was the case, why would you want to come to a country that you faced imperialism from, as he claims they have? Why wouldn't you want to build and better your own country? But it seems like all of these people, for some reason, seem to come to a country they love to complain about, which makes no sense to me.
Tell me, how did we screw up El Salvador? Can anyone tell me? Or is that just a talking point?
What about for the kids?
Go back to your country of origin.
So you would tell me to go back to my country right now?
Well, are you born here or not?
I'm born here.
Well, I think we should get rid of birthright citizenship, but technically we have it, so you should stay. But yes.
But I'm contributing to society. I'm working.
Okay, good for you. I mean, again, I think we should get rid of birthright citizenship.
Oh,
but,
so I'm done.
But
I'm done
again, I'm not like king, so we don't get rid. But birthright citizenship is a misreading of the birthright clause in the U.S. Constitution. But we have it, so you're going to stay. Don't worry. Okay.
But you want me gone.
But
you want me gone?
Well, no, I don't want you. I want the law to be enforced. Again, I think you're a nice person, but I don't allow my feelings to all of a sudden come in to the administration of justice. I'm sorry, what?
You were literally talking about how, oh, we didn't do anything. Get out of here. It's literally what you just said. I'm dumbing it down, obviously.
Well, okay, but did your parents come here illegally?
Yeah.
Okay, they're criminals, and they should go back to the country of origin.
But they contribute to society.
I don't.
They pick up.
I'm
they
sure
work
a lot
every
of
day.
criminals. Okay, they might
They
rob a
work,
store and pay
they
their
work, they
taxes.
They get your food.
Okay, but
They fast food.
let me ask you a
They drive
question.
your kids to school.
When they came,
Is that not contributing?
what's their country of origin?
Before we get back into the video, I need everyone to turn on their post notifications so that you get notified whenever one of my videos come out. Like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter at YinkaThatGuy. Let us get back into the video.
My mom's from Mexico. My dad's from Syria.
From Syria.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
got it.
don't talk about that.
Did he come here illegally too?
Not him. Just my mom.
Okay,
But I
got
only
it.
live with my mom, so.
So that's fair. So when she came here, did she know she was breaking the law?
She was like, I think, 17. So yeah.
Did she know?
She probably know.
Okay. Therefore, you should go back to your country of origin. If you knew that you were invading somebody's home, I don't have sympathy for you. You're an invader. You broke into our country.
But
I don't care if you're contributing.
Anyone.
I don't care if you're this wonderful dreamer in this great story. Either you have the law or you don't. And if your position is to repeal that law, then make that case. If you think it should be illegal to be able to waltz into somebody's country, then fine. There should be no exceptions to the administration of border law. You know who agrees? Mexico. If I go into Mexico without papers, they'll deport me back to America. Try to land in Cabo without your passport.
They'll let you in. I've been to
No, they
Mexico plenty of
won't.
times.
No, they won't.
Really? I just
As in,
walked through.
No, I landed in Cabo 6 months ago with somebody without a passport. They didn't let him into the country. There are stricter borders to go into Mexico.
That is
than
a
to,
lie. I don't know what border you've been through, but to go into Mexico is literally you just walk in. You drive in.
You drive to
it's
Cabo.
It's literally fast. You know
do you know
coming back to
Do you know where
America?
Cabo is? On the southern tip of the Yucatan Peninsula. How do you drive?
You're talking about all of Mexico. You can't make the argument and talk about the southern border when you're talking about a part of Mexico. If you say that argument,
If
you're
I
talking about the whole
illegally
thing.
domiciled myself in Mexico City and I announced I was illegal, what would the Mexican government do?
Who's announcing they're illegal?
You just announced your mom is here illegally.
Yeah, because you asked.
No, you declared yourself. I'm a dreamer. I was born here. So I implied your mom was here
Okay.
illegally, right? And you might not like to hear it, but your mom's a criminal. And
Okay.
every day she stayed here is no different than squatting. You're squatting in America.
As I've said, these people can't be any more stupid than they are, because he claims that no one said that when he was the one who said that very thing. But these people don't even listen to the words that come out of their mouth, that they don't even remember what they said a few minutes ago. It's really appalling that these are supposedly the future of the world, and they're going to be the ones going out into the world and voting things to be in place. And there's no wonder why the countries are the way they are in the West, because people like them are going into power and being able to vote and being able to even control certain places, and they have this type of mindset.
You don't get squatters' rights in this country. Just
Okay.
because you have a nice story and we feel sorry for you. Again, your mom contributes a lot, right? Then she can contribute back in Mexico. She can go build a beautiful business and get a job, or
Why
go
can't
to.
she do that here?
She already is, but the point is that she wasn't welcome here. She wasn't invited. She cut in line. She took the place of other legal immigrants from across the world that have to wait decades to come into here. She wanted it more, so she cut in line under this mass sympathy campaign, and we're supposed to feel sorry for her? Go back to Monterey.
Okay.
So, do you think we should get rid of the law that says you can't come into a country illegally? Should we just get rid of that law?
My honest opinion?
Yeah.
I would say no.
If you were being consistent, you would just say they should get rid of that law, because for some reason, in certain cases, you want people to be able to come in illegally. Then that should follow that I would think you'd want to get rid of that type of law. But you don't want to get rid of that type of law, but then you still want people to be able to break that law. This is what I mean by these people make no sense.
No, we shouldn't get rid of it.
No.
Okay, I agree. So then when should we enforce it?
What?
When should we enforce it?
I don't know.
Okay, and the reason, and I respect the intellectual honesty, because if you said we should enforce it all the time, then it would apply to your mom. But look, you're a winner of all this. You get to be in the greatest country in the history of the world, right?
I respect it. I love being American.
Yes, and so, great, okay? And we have birthright citizenship. You have a U.S. passport, I assume, right? You cannot have a sustainable country if you do not have control of who comes into your country with no sort of standards, no sort of process. It's a big mystery. Secondly, on top of that, we have it on the books. You shall not trespass across the U.S. southern border. It is literally a felony. They want to make it a misdemeanor. So if we repeal that law, that's a position of some people. No border policy whatsoever.
Okay. No, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for your time.
God bless.
What an interesting time to be alive, where people like this student believe that people should be able to come into a country illegally, but then at the same time, he doesn't want to abolish the law that doesn't allow people to come in illegally, which makes no sense. But as per usual, I am not surprised by the things that these people come up with and the things that come out of their mouth, because most of the time they either contradict themselves or they just make absolutely no sense. But anyway, that was another video, another reaction. As I usually say, if you guys enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible, comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on X at YinkaThatGuy, and I am out.